So I was in southern, I guess, what part of, southern Minnesota. And I was with a friend who has an organic farm there. He put me in the car and drove me out into the country where he had been active in restoring a sizable patch of prairie to its pre-20th century condition. We crested a hill, having driven for an hour through this monoculture land or duoculture, corn and soybeans, saw. And as we drove, I was thinking a lot about the endangered topsoil in that region of the country because of agribusiness practices and the monoculture. We crested a hill, and all of a sudden, there is this gorgeous sight of a restored prairie looking very much like it would have way back in the day. My friend said when we got out to walk through it, he said there are more than 150 species of plants on this prairie, to say nothing of the insects, birds, and mammals that they attract. He says it's beautiful, of course, but that's not the whole story. Biodiversity makes an ecosystem more creative, productive, adaptive to change, and resilient in the face of stress. And of course, when I heard those words, I thought, and I think today, that's exactly what we need in this world, certainly in my country, to figure out how to become more creative, productive, adaptive to change, and resilient in the face of stress. Monoculture saps the earth's vitality, and racial or ethnic dominance saps the vitality of a society. And so as soon as I got home, I took some notes just to stay with this powerful image and experience I just had. And it's from 35 years ago, so I'd like to read a few of those notes. They've been with me ever since in my journal. American democracy at its best is like that island of restored prairie. In a world where human diversity is often suppressed, where authoritarian regimes have kept people lined up like rows of cultivated corn, quote, harvesting their labor and sometimes their lives to protect the interests of the state and the dominant majority. The diversity that grows in a democracy can delight the heart as well as the eye. Our diversity consists only in part of demographic differences, race, ethnicity, and social class. Equally important are the wildly different lenses through which we see, think, and believe. At the center of America's public life, when it's healthy, is a marketplace of ideas that only a free people could create, a vital, colorful, chaotic bazaar of religious, philosophical, political, and intellectual convictions. When democracy is working as it should, it's a complex and confusing mess, where we can think and act as we choose within the rule of law, can generate social and technological advances via the creative conflict of ideas, and can still manage, or we once were able to manage, to come together for the common good. Just as a virgin prairie is less efficient than agribusiness, democracy is less efficient than a dictatorship. We often move too slowly on matters of moral or practical urgency. And yet this loss of efficiency is more than offset by the way human diversity freely expressed can strengthen the body politic, offering resilience in the face of threat, adaptability to change, creativity and productivity in everything from commerce to science to culture.